Hello VC, are you receiving me? Okay, it's been a while. Happy New Year to everybody, 2018. I think the last video I did was before Christmas. And it's been such a long time I can't even remember what it was about now. I'm sure it was just a recent vinyl finds or something. So here I am, I've got my trusty cup of tea. And some exciting news in that in a couple of weekends' time, there's going to be a VC meetup in Manchester. I've only spoken to James Griffiths about it. He's going, the vinyl professor. John Bellamy, now he's pretty much going as far as I know because, hi John, we talked about this and you've actually got off your arse and done something about it by the sounds of it. So thank you. Yeah, and there's going to be some others, maybe Headley, maybe a couple of other people. So maybe I shouldn't say who is going to be there and what. And then, well, I mean, I'm not gambling, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be there because I'm off that week. So let's just see who turns up and what happens. Really, should be good. Yeah, I mean, it's easier in England, in Britain, to do this sort of thing because we're smaller, whereas probably in America, I mean, I know things have happened in a city where half a dozen of people have met up and stuff, but it's got to be rarer. I would have thought, that there would be some sort of VC convention or something that would just be amazing. It would have to be an amoeba, I would have thought, or somewhere like that. But I've got a couple of other things to talk about anyway. One is me and my wife do this radio show, and I will put a link somewhere here. And also the old, if you want to like me on Facebook or whatever, be a friend or whatever, then on there, hang on, Sunday Roast Show is the name of the show, and it's on crmk.co.uk. And okay, you might not hear anything totally new, amazing, or different, but you'll get some sort of vague, nice music. And I've actually got a few records here that we played last Sunday, about 5 or half a dozen or something. So just to sort of say, we do that every week. So maybe that's why I haven't been doing so many videos as well. I suppose I'm sort of a little bit more focused on that as well. Yeah, it's Sundays, and so in UK that's I'm rambling terribly. It's 12 noon until 2 o'clock. But yeah, if you go to the Sunday Roast Show thing, or like me on Facebook, or friend me on Facebook or whatever, and then we put the old shows on there. You can just click on it, and the Dropbox sort of thing just works magically. So, for instance, okay, so last week we played rather predictably, I suppose, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Now, I had got Tori Amos doing it, but it doesn't seem to want to play. So I don't know whether this should be showing on here. So this is my original copy of this album. Yeah, and then we play some dance stuff sometimes. We play metal as well. So we played some Sash, promo only. A lot of my records, to be honest with you, came from when I worked in a record shop from 1990 or so to 1997. Some I got rid of and regret, but quite a large majority of them I kept, fortunately. And here's another one, a bit of a sad week for Cranberries fans, but we played the first track from here, Ode to My Family. I haven't got the first album by them, which I really would like, actually, even just on a CD probably, because I love the song Dreams and some of the other singles and ones that they had on there. So this is the follow-up album, original UK press, I suppose, or whatever. Yeah. Then we play the odd weird record. We played a record called "Take Stuff from Work," which I haven't got on LP. But this is a bit rude actually. It's mystical, and then you can guess what the other word is. So this is a band called Key Missile, and they're on this label called Shimmy Disc. And I suppose mid-90s I got into quite a lot of sort of American sort of stuff that maybe you hadn't quite heard of. There was Young Fresh Fellows I really liked, who were a little bit like a more normal version of They Might Be Giants. But this band are almost a bit like They Might Be Giants. But the singer, now what's his name? Jonas Hall. This is produced by Kramer. It's a label. It's always what it sort of like looks like. But just he doesn't really sing exactly. I wouldn't say he sort of mumbles the lyrics. They're often humorous. Like on this album, for instance, you've got a song called "How to Remember Your Dreams." You've got Gary and Melissa, which is all about adult activities. Jesus Was Way Cool, which is a very interesting song you can find on YouTube. You've got the Cheesecake Truck song. You've got a cover of Love You More by Buzzcocks. The Sandbox, which is about taking a poop in the sandbox. So they are a band which I would say are well worth checking out, as in a lot of stuff on Shimmy Disc. Bong Water were on Shimmy Disc. I forget who else now, but I digress a bit. I was talking about our radio show. We also played Romeo and Juliet from Making Moves, and lots of other things. We don't play just vinyl. We have CD and modern media memory stick, whatever you want to call it. So that is that. I do have some recent finds. Not that many though. It's been a bit dry. Often find, these are all £1. So shout out to Graham with his vinyl watch. There's not so much of a watch there, but there's a few. So you find all of it in charity shops in UK, England. You find these sort of very much 50s, 60s sort of albums that are a bit kitsch, or they're a bit sort of like lounge lizard sort of things, or just cheesy. So here's a couple that I found. I mean, the name Martin Denny is very known in these sort of circles. Some of them are probably worth a bit as well, but this is just almost a bit like sort of bit of spy music in there, a bit of loungy music. So these names you probably recognise and you've seen. Available for £1. So I bought this one. There is someone on the beach there, I think, the surfboard there, look. So I bought that one. It's actually quite pleasant, and the condition of it, it's like the people who had these hardly ever played them, or they played them on really good equipment, or just beautiful, Yeah, it's on the Liberty label there, made in Great Britain, GT Britain. So sorry for rambling a bit, but I'm going to do my vinyl tag video soon. I'm just sort of been writing it all out and having a good think about it. Here's another exotica sort of album, The Romance and Adventure of a Trip to East of Suez, Baghdad in a Persian market, theme from Sherazad, whatever, yeah. Arab dance, Moonlight on the Taj Mahal. So look at that there. That's 101 Strings, another very famous group or collective that did lots of albums. And this one cost 27 shillings and sixpence, which in today's money, actually probably quite a lot of money was at the time. Okay, some more £1 finds. Toya, I think, was married to Robert Fripp. I found there was a load of hers in this charity shop, but I just tried a couple because most of the others were a bit mashed. This is her first album. And I was guessing maybe it would be quite interesting from some of the tracks like Neon Womb, Computer. Maybe it would be a bit more electronic. Race Through Space, I don't know. So I tried that. Because I do remember her when I was younger. Toya here again on tour, a double live album. Something else from my childhood here. The Goodies, UK BBC, mostly TV series of comedians. So you've got Bill Oddie, Graham Garden and Tim Brooke Taylor there. Some of them still working on telly. So here they do All Things Bright and Beautiful, the hymn, and some other things. They actually had got a pop career in the 70s. This is on Decca. Blue Decca label there, light blue. An American that came to Britain now. Susie Quattro. This is a 1979 album. I hope it is not disco tinged. I hope it's still rock. And she is in Tightly Packed. This is called And Four Letter Words. An Irish compilation here on Tara Records of, I'm guessing, sort of folk music. There we go. Christy Moore, the main protagonist, jumps out at me there. This was from a different shop as well. Newport 1958, Hylia Jackson. Old. I remember now. Look, it's the original suit and a Columbia 6i. So I guess that must be American, I suppose. Yeah, made in the USA. Sort of thing we don't really see much over here. We see all you Americans showing your 6 eyes and 2 eyes or whatever. Yeah, very nice. It's a bit torn there, but never mind. Now, this is the lady from ABBA. I actually played. I got this because apart from it being £1, she does. She does Fernando. Sorry, this is Annifried Lyngstad. I can't say that properly, but there she is. So this is her second solo album from 1975 or 1976, and she does Fernando, the ABBA song, Young Girl. I don't know if that's the Gary Puckett song. She does Life on Mars. They're not all covers. Wouldn't It Be Nice? Some other ones that I don't know. Is that Stephen Sondheim song, I think? Send in the Clowns. So actually this is actually quite nice. Some quite nice songs on there. Just done just like straight covers sort of thing. This, well, I remember this, but I saw it for £1, thought I'd give it a go. I don't know if it's going to be that good, whether Debbie had gone a bit off the boil then. But this is from 89, when obviously vinyl was being phased out quite a bit, or people were 89 probably they were grasped in the tape cassette market, maybe just a year or two before CDs. A couple more to go. I'll be looking forward to my meet up in Manchester, hopefully. This isn't Boy George. This is the band Renaissance. Now, I remember certainly Derek Higgins has talked about this band, or at least I think this was the band where they had an album out and then all the members left, and then the next album was an entirely new lineup. I don't think this is such a rare early or anything copy. It's on Warner's, 1978. But there they are. One guy wearing his Prokofiev Rules t-shirt here. Whether that means, I've no idea. So I'm hoping this will be nice, pleasant. I don't know. It's £1, so whatever. God, nearly 15 minutes, dear oh dear. I don't blame you if you've skimmed through a lot of my natter. lastly, I'm not hugely into Genesis. I was working in this record shop when We Can Dance came out, and I actually quite liked that album. Had some hits on it and some quite nice tracks, but generally, I'm not really into Genesis, Phil Collins. You know, I picked up the odd thing for £1, so I picked this up for £1. I mean, a slightly wacky cover, almost looks a little bit like Snowman animation. It reminds me of. And this has got Turn It On Again. It's a hit, yeah. So this is a copy of Genesis Duke, not Martin Duke. PC member. Hi, haven't seen you for a while. It's the label. So I will give that a go. I'm not biased towards Gabriel era or post Gabriel era. So that's it really. So hopefully I'll do a vinyl tag, or I will finish off doing that soon. I haven't got a hat on today, so apologies if you've been glared at watching this in the middle of the night and it's woken you up with your phone on my head. Well, yeah, as you can see also up there, still hanging on in there is Harvest Moon by Neil Young. So I haven't played that for a while. It's in there. Yeah, maybe we should change that sometime. It's probably been in there like 2-3 years now. Yeah, and it's tidy in here now. It was in here. Yeah, you can see it's quite tidy, but it was actually a complete mess over Christmas. So yeah, hope you are all doing well. Hi to you if I'm going to meet you in Manchester soon. That would be great. Okay, thanks VC. Bye.